Hey everybody, this is Adam with Transparency Brother Game Machine. You might be wondering, why am I getting ice cream with a spoon? And to be honest with you, I just want ice cream, really. But yeah, today we're going to be reviewing a game called Shovel Knight. It's out on the Wii U, it's out on 3DS, and on Steam for PC. So, why am I eating something with a spoon? Because I don't have a shovel, and it's the only thing I can figure out how to dig. And this ice cream is hard as rock. It's a little bit of ice in it. Anyways, guys, Shovel Knight indie platformer made by the guys at Yacht Club Games. And I actually backed this game on Kickstarter, so I guess the question is it really worth digging into? My gosh, this ice cream's frozen. Well, I know as I get fat on this ice cream, and it's something to go to the game machine. Starts now. Oh, cold! This tale stars Shovel Knight, who is a knight with a shovel who can shovel things. Shovel Knight is looking for his BFF Shield Knight who has gone missing, and in your quest to find her, you find out that there's an evil enchantress and her knights of the Order of No Quarter, and they're ravaging the land. You grab your trusty shovel, and then you get to digging some medieval justice on their behinds. The game's plot is simple, but it's still very good and well told. The writing is great, it has a lot of charm to it, and it helps enhance the experience. Sometimes you don't need a big plot to have a great story. Also means a lot less plot holes you have to fill in. Get it? Shovel joke? Okay, sorry for that. Shovel Knight is a great mix of what games were like back in the 18 and 16-bit eras. Though this game really does look close to what an 8-bit game would have looked like back then, they done so much to it that, well, your NES would have probably exploded into a big ball of flames, and no amount of blowing would ever fix it. The world and the stage designs are just so amazing and varied. There's so much love that went into this game, you could tell that there was a lot of inspiration from a lot of classic games in this. You can look at the influences from stuff like Capcom's NES games, others like Mario 3 with a world-style map, and even a little bit of Zelda 2 when it comes to the towns and shops. But at the same time, this game feels completely original. Shovel Knight features amazing chiptune soundtracks, composed by Jake Kaufman, and a few tracks composed by Manami Matsume? I apologize for the bad pronunciation, but you may know some of her works, a game called Mega Man and UN Squadron. Sound effects are just as retro-tastic as you would expect out of a game from the late 80s and early 90s, but this is a modern game, and it just looks and feels so incredible. Shovel Knight is a 2D platformer that takes a lot of its inspirations, not only in the presentation side of things, but in the gameplay itself. It does draw from a lot of stuff like Mega Man in the platforming stages, the 8 Knights, of course, 8 Robot Masters. You got the exploration of the DuckTales games, and even the little pogo jump that Scrooge would use. And the towns and stuff like I explained before, and other RPGs from that era, where you can get equipment and gear, just all this stuff mixed together. It feels like such a fresh experience. The platform itself is also nice and tight, and if you make a mistake, well, it's your fault. Don't blame the controller, because you suck. Own up to it. Seriously. Own it. And also to go to various stages, the Mario 3 map of course, with also lots of opportunities to not just go through the castles and fight the enemies, but you also got random boss encounters, areas to gain more money, and other hitting cool events that happen in the game that just keep it fresh. And of course, with your trusty shovel in your hand, you'll be digging your way through lots of enemies, loot, and jumping across platforms, and having yourself a blast. Remember when games didn't hold you by the hand, kiss your boo-boos, and you had to learn through good old-fashioned trial and error? Well, Shovel Knight is this same way. It does teach you how to play the game by introducing things slowly, gradually. You start to master them, you start to learn them, and then it's ready to tell you, you know what, training wheels are off, buddy, let's go full force. And then it does get very challenging, but at the same time, you can actually learn from your mistakes and get much better. It's definitely not a roguelike type of challenge, but that's what I love about it. Now, there are some roguelike elements. For example, if you die in the game, hey, congratulations! No continues, no lives, you get to start back from checkpoints. But death does come with consequences, as you do lose a part of your money. Now, you can go back and try to gain that money back, but you have to decide. Depending on where your gold dropped, is it worth getting? Or you can even break checkpoints, which can give you money, but if you break the checkpoint, can't use it anymore. So it does offer a great risk and reward system. So you have to decide too, also, to go to certain areas to get the money. Is it worth facing all these dangerous perils to get this nice big shiny ruby? Or should you play it safe and go straight for the boss? Shovel Knight gives you that kind of freedom, and it is so rewarding. The enemies themselves are really creative in their design. Bosses especially. Bosses, though, they do have certain attacks that they do. They don't always do them in a particular order. They don't always go and do the same exact pattern. So don't think you're just going to cheat a boss that easily, because you ain't. And really, as far as what flaws I have with the game, really, I can't think of much of anything, really. This game does so much right, and if any flaws I can come up with, they would be very insignificant, because this game is worth the $15 asking price. You get this on your Wii U, you can get this on 3DS, eShop, you can get this on PC through Steam right now. Of course, Mac and Linux people, you're going to get your chance soon. If you have any of these platforms, you have no excuse not to get out there and start digging up some Shovel Knight. And, if you excuse me, I need to go do some excavating. Daddy needs a new, shiny piece of useless gold armor. Till next time, game on.